Sweden with him for a massage. Let me tell you some of the things whose existence I recognize. Disease, roaches, earthquakes. Of course I recognize them because they exist. And I recognize them for the purpose of putting an end to them. He recognizes it. Thank you, Yasser. Thank you. I'll send you a razor. That's not the point. That's not the point. I don't trust them. And I'm willing to start fresh from where we are. You want peace? You're going to have peace. You want Jordan? You can have Jordan. But I am not going to give up land with the territories. Israel is 40 miles wide. 40 miles wide with the territories. Are we insane? God forbid that anyone should ever have to use those kind of weapons we mentioned. But if I believe that they're about to do it, you think I won't do it first? You got the wrong guy. And because they know it, if I was the Prime Minister, they would never use it.
That's right.
A number of times tonight made references to people in Israel being there and being on the line and all that, and the invitation to go. Many of us understand that and even agree with it, but for a variety of reasons are not able to or not prepared to go. For those of us who feel like you do, but who are not making Aliyah, Americans who are going to stay with Michael Lerner in Oakland, not with him, but
I understand.
in the same place, not even in the same place. What should we do? What advice would you
I'll
give?
tell you what. You can make, first of all, the local cop chapter here a strong one and a good one. Why should the local news media always be hearing Lerner? Why can't there be a solid, bright, smart, a sophisticated cop chapter here which makes its voice heard? Cop isn't some kind of a gang. We are a movement with ideology and ideas. In fact, probably the only one left in Israel. We're not a party, a political party. We're an ideological movement. So don't just sit around. Jews here should get off of their apathy. Come up here later, when this is finished. Don't just walk out. Put your name and address and phone number on this, and we'll contact you. Make COP a meaningful chapter here. And you'd be amazed how many closet supporters there are in the city. How many people every single morning walk in their closet, close the door and say, God is right, and then they straighten the tie and they walk out. And if they know that there is a COP chapter and a Bible one and an active one, of course they will come to you. On campus, there should be a COP chapter at Berkeley. Don't think, I've spoken there now twice in the last 3 years. Tremendous support for me there. Not everybody's crazy at Berkeley.
Watch out, I'm from Berkeley.
I'm saying there are many normal people there. Many normal ones. So come up later, and you can also give us checks. I don't see people writing. Well, come on, people. Listen and write the check.
Will you take cash?
Well, if you'll talk me into it. Yes, sir. Right. I see what you're saying. Hold on. I'm going to go from this row to that row and back and forth.
Before, I want to make a short statement.
Make a statement.
Rabbi, you're talking about, a gentleman asked here, what can we do and why not go to Israel? By the reasons. We have close to 6 million Jews in America. 42 years after the existence of the State of Israel. Not even yet 1 million American Jews visited Israel. And this is the, look for an answer to this. don't make Aliyah. Just go and visit Israel first, and then we'll come back and talk about Aliyah and responsibility for the existence of the state of Israel. I have a question now to you, Rabbi. What happens now between Sharon and Shamir? Do you think there is room for you for a limited conversation in the beginning between you and Sharon?
I'll be happy to speak with anybody. Anybody. They don't speak to me. I'll be happy to speak with Sharon, Shamir, and if by some miracle Shimon Peres will someday become a mensch, I'll speak with Shimon Peres too. I want to see unity among Jews. But it was the Likud that led the way to banning me. It wasn't Peres, it was Likud. I'll speak with anyone. But they used to walk out when I spoke. They didn't walk out when Vilna spoke, or Sarit spoke, or Meir, the Arabs spoke. No. When I spoke, they walked out. I'll speak with anybody, And while you mention him already, Sharon, let me tell you. I remember when I was in Yamit, in the bunker, the last thing that fell to the army. And the helicopter overhead was the Minister of Defense supervising the dragging out of Jews and the knocking down of Jewish settlements. You know who the Minister of Defense was? Arik Sharon. You know who voted for Camp David? Arik Sharon. And you know who didn't vote for Camp David? Moshe Aarons and Shamir. It pains me tremendously to see a movement, a Jabotinsky movement, which was once an idealistic thing. It's become this battle, this here battle today, which we saw on television, the disgrace there. It's a battle not over ideas. It's who's going to take over and who wants to be the leader. This is what happens when power corrupts. Tragedy. I'll speak with anybody. The question is, will they speak